Hi guys, welcome to the 7-year anniversary stream of the Recruit series. I am Toby, you should probably know me by now, but yes, welcome. This is going to be a 3.5 hour long stream, hopefully. It's probably going to tire me out, but we'll try it. I mean, I've only done 1 or 2 streams before this, and not even to this level, so bear with me if I have any issues throughout. There probably will be. Just, you know, stay patient and enjoy the stream. But yes, the way it's going to go is going to be one guest live, and then the next guest will be pre-record. Next one will be live, one will be pre-record. So it's going to go into that pattern of just live, pre-record, just so it's easier for me, so I can have a break in between each live section, so I can get the next guest on ready to go and stuff like that. And if you are wanting to ask questions, that's fine. You can just put them in the chat below. I will be popping in now and then in the chat to either answer them on the chat if we missed them in the live Q&As, or we will answer them in the live Q&As themselves. We've got a couple of guests coming in, going to be answering your questions live, so that'd be good. So if you have any, pop them in the chat, and we will hopefully answer some of them. For the pre-record stuff, they will be half an hour. Each guest will have a half an hour time slot, so all the pre-records will have half an hour time slot as well. So if you join in the stream and you see like, oh, why is it just going to be pre-recorded? Is it, oh, I'm trying to put my question in, sorry, and you're not answering? Is it because we are in a pre-record segment of the live stream? As I say, during the pre-record stuff, I will try and answer your questions if you have any in the chat whilst the pre-record's playing out. But for the majority of the live Q&As, we'll hopefully answer most of your questions. So yeah, enjoy this Recruit 7 Year live stream, and sit back, relax, and get to the first guest. Okay, so welcome to the first pre-recorded part of the live stream with my second guest of the night, which is Nathan, also known as Dino, from Recruits. Hey, Nathan.
Hello there. How's it going?
It's going all right.
So,
also known as
good.
GH Nathan.
Yes.
But
yes.
It's kind of outdated now.
Yeah, I don't really use that channel anymore. I'm on another one, but you know.
Yeah, you've moved on.
I've moved on to bigger and better things.
But no. Yeah, well, bigger and better things, you asshole. You moved on from Machinima. How dare you?
I did. I got bored of it.
Yeah. That's true.
I got lazy.
Most people's decision to leave the Machinima community is because, well, they get bored.
It's just got stale. I just couldn't be bothered body acting anymore by myself. It was terrible. And fuck giving orders to other people. They don't listen.
The struggles.
Yeah.
But no, we're here to talk about your character within the show.
Yes, indeed.
Dino.
Yeah, yes. Deanna, as facts pointed out.
Many people think it should be known as
Deanna.
There's been a couple of names in the show where I've named them with a weird spelling, where people were like, that should sound differently to what it's actually what it actually is.
Yeah,
like
no, I get that. Mm-hmm. Like F-I-L-L.
It's meant to have PH, but nah. It's F.
Mm-hmm.
But no, yeah, Dino is pronounced the same as Dino.
Yeah.
So I want to start off obviously with the development of the character. So where we started off, because when I cast you for this character, he was essentially just a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was the premise of the character.
Back when my voice acting was awful as well.
Well, yeah, it was still better than mine. It still is. But you could always be better than someone else in the show, that's for sure. But
fair.
But no, yeah. So essentially, when I cast you, I was like, right, I need you to voice a bounty hunter, very straightforward, linear character, who's going to be a part of a group of a bunch of other bounty hunters, and that was kind of the premise. And you obviously agreed to that. So
yep, I did.
Cool. And you started doing auditions for it, like different takes of the voice.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what voice to go with. And back then as well, I used to kind of mix in this kind of American accent with my British, and it didn't work. It just sounded awful. I don't know why I was doing it. I just think it made me sound more badass, but it didn't. It just stopped.
I think for your first appearance in the show was Bounty Hunters Part 1.
I think, yeah.
It was a Season 2 spin-off thing, a little mini-series. And yeah, that was your first appearance, and your voice was heard by many as a slightly American tone.
Yeah, I threw an accent on. I don't know why. Back then I kind of thought if I wanted to sound like a badass, throw an American accent on it. Bad idea.
It's not for everyone.
No,
to do an American accent.
No, especially if you mix it with your own accent as well that isn't American. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that wasn't intentional. I just couldn't keep the accent up at the time. So.
I mean, you definitely learned from that. I mean, you quickly adapted to become your own, well, the voice you really are naturally.
Yeah, really. Dino's just my normal accent now. I just go a bit more crazy with it, you know.
Well, nowadays, yeah. I mean, that's another thing. Since we talk about that, I want to move on to obviously as I said, the development of your character.
Yeah.
Where you started off just a bog standard bounty hunter doing the job for Cyberstation. Obviously, you were all unaware of the true intentions of what Cyber wanted to do.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, you were oblivious. But after all that, you got hinged on to look after the recruits.
Yes, and Dino went a bit insane.
Yeah, went insane over time.
A bit bonkers.
Because you returned after the Bounty Hunters Part 1 and 2. You came into the actual show in mid-season 3.
Yep. Just after Shannon had revealed her true intentions.
Yeah, and ran away.
Uh-huh.
And you came in and said, like, "Oh, I'm alive. You know, I didn't die. Screw you." And
surprise, bitch.
Recruits are like, "Who the hell are you?" And Christian's like, "Oh my god, you survived." And obviously, the idea of that people thought you were dead, or Christian thought you were dead, as well as Shannon, I guess, because Shannon was also known back then with the Bounty Hunter group. So those two probably thought you were dead, and the reason for that is because you returned also in season 3 of a spin-off called The Hunters of Cyberstation.
Yeah, I sort of remember that.
Yeah, which was part 1 and part 2 also. And that showed how you were quote-unquote dead. Where you and Shannon drove into the War Games facility from season 1, where you saw auto-speaking security, where you always laugh at the word ass.
Ass, yeah. Ass!
Yeah. And it was the fate of what people thought was your death. And that was because I think the mongoose blew up. You were on the mongoose, and
I think so, yeah.
Blew the hell.
It's been a while.
Master Cyber came himself. Yeah, it was a long time ago. I mean, you've been in this show for quite some years now.
2014, I think, wasn't season. No, 2015. No, 2014. I can't remember.
2014 was the start of season 2, I think.
Yeah, but when was the spin-off? Was that 2014 still, or did you start that early 2015 or something?
What, the Bounty Hunters one in season 2?
Yeah, my very first appearance.
Oh, that would have been 2014.
Yeah, 2014. So that was my first technical.
Yeah.
Damn, it's a long time. 6 years.
It's 5 years ago. 6, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, quite a while ago. So obviously throughout that time, for this whole live stream, by the way, I've tried to not keep saying the word obviously, and it just doesn't work.
I haven't even noticed, to be honest, that you said it a lot.
Damn it! Now that I've said it, we're gonna notice it a lot. Holy shit!
I'm gonna keep an eye out for it now, or an ear out rather.
God damn it!
I've not noticed until now.
Okay, so development. Now it's been so many years. Like we said, 5 years.
Obviously.
Obviously, clearly. It's turned into a sort of... the character itself has turned into a Griff-like character from Red vs. Blue.
Yeah, somewhat,
where you are now just so... I don't know, done with everything.
Just bored of life, and... I like to think he's more like Griff in that one season 15. Was it season 15? I think it was, or 16. Where he starts talking to all these soccer balls, the red and blue team.
he goes insane.
He starts making up the voices. That's pretty much where Dino's at right now.
Yeah, he's done with the recruits. He doesn't want to look after them anymore. He was pulled into that anyway because Christian was like, "Oh, I think I can stay here for a little longer." And then you were like, "You know what? Yeah, all right. That was a bad mistake." And
not a good idea.
You just didn't want to do that anymore. And then Christian was like, "Oh, you know what? I've now assigned you onto some bounties as well." And that was another thing you didn't want to go into again, because that was your old life. You don't want to go back into.
Yeah, I don't want to go back to that shit.
Yeah. So now that you've been pulled in to do both, you're gonna in season 5. You've now got to do bounties, which you don't want to do, as well as doing the bounties for the recruits to look after them. Which is 2 things merged into one, which you just don't want to do. So, you go absolutely insane. So that took place mostly on the planet Tenrub, which was a weird concept I made.
Yeah, it's a very, very strange planet, but it's good.
It brought back the strings of how weird recruits can be, of being on that type of world. Because you made a little sidekick throughout that show called Fax.
Yes, I did. Well, I didn't make her, but you know.
Yeah, you had to be forced upon to have a little sidekick.
Yeah.
and she was a nice little chemistry between you and herself, because I guess your insanity compared to her like intelligent presence, I suppose, because she's there for that.
Yeah, she's pretty much the opposite of Dino right now.
Yeah, so it was kind of funny just to have her hitch along, assigned by Christian, and it all went tits up. And she basically said, nope, I'm not working with you anymore. And she presently, the public have seen, you've got abandoned on another planet now, on an ocean planet called Korapor.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which is where we got up to, and which is where the public have seen. And that is gonna really lead off to a big plot point for your character, which obviously I won't spoil in this live stream.
Of course.
But,
yeah. Obviously.
Yeah,
I haven't heard you say it, by the way. I've got to be honest. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, I'm trying so hard to not say it.
But you're doing a good job.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. So yeah, you're on Korapor, you've been abandoned by her, you have no way off the planet, and that's the last time we've seen your character. And I gotta say, there's a lot more to come with what you'll be doing on that planet. I mean, of course, it's still a bounty. So
yeah.
You've got a lot to do on that planet, and it will lead to a grand finale of the season 5. But that's where you are now.
Yeah.
And I just want to see what you think of the whole character itself. I mean, this is what you been doing for years. Is this the longest running role you've done for a machinima?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, definitely. Ongoing, at least. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Obviously, it'd probably be Stephen Carlos if I was still doing that. Obviously, actually, I didn't do that one intentionally. But yeah, it'd probably be Stephen Carlos, but because I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't really.
Stephen Carlos is his machinima series.
Yeah, not to confuse anyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
My own series.
Because that was going to be a season 2 as well.
Yeah, I did the first episode and then I just lost. I just couldn't do it.
Interest, yeah.
Yeah, interest. I didn't have time. I was running another channel. I just didn't want to have to deal with doing 2 things at the same time. So I just said, fuck it.
Yeah. Because back then, how do we meet? That's a good question.
I can't remember exactly how we met, but I know that I voiced in something you did. I think you either asked me or I asked to be in, or some. I can't remember what it was. It was this one machinima, just a short standalone machinima in Halo 4.
It wasn't called
it was.
Order X, was it?
Something. I can't remember. Remember. But I was in this one thing with you in 2013, and I believe it was. It might have been 2014. I can't remember. Yeah, and from there, you just got me in recruits as Dino, and we've been buddies ever since.
Yeah, because back in the day, we used to help each other with machinima a lot.
We did, yeah.
I think you, out of anyone I've known online, like since my start of being on YouTube, you're probably the only one that I've worked with the amount of projects we've done. Like, we've done loads. I mean... Yeah,
you've been in a lot of mine, and I've been in several of yours.
I've
also
helped
animated
each other a lot throughout the years on just many different... I mean, not just for voicing, but for body acting. For animation, you helped me a lot on as well at some points.
SFM stuff.
Yeah, and it's been mad, really, because...
It's been a ride. It's been a wild ride.
It's been a ride, yeah. Stephen Carlos was the first thing I kind of saw... like with you, like the content you made.
Yeah, that was
the
only machinima series I was really doing.
And I think that's how I got in contact with you. I think
it might have been. Yeah, I know. If you remember, Hubie, obviously back then.
Hubie.
Yeah. He got in contact with me through the same thing, I believe. He was actually a fan of mine, and then over time we became friends and whatnot. So I think it's probably the same with you, if I had to guess. So it's just so long ago, I can't remember.
Yeah, it proves how long it's been, because Hubie's not even a part of the community anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, so we helped each other a lot, and so we kind of used the same style of machinima as well, where a lot of people had a phase of using bog standard shots with no movement and just dialogue over the top with lens flares and like effects over the top.
No head bobbing or anything like that. Just basic. Yeah, we actually do the head bobbing and the same kind of camera shots, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and then we kind of over time we kind of worked off each other's work as well and improved with each other, which was kind of nice because I remember because you did most of Stephen Carlos already. By that time, I knew you. And you're finishing off just the last couple episodes of that first season, and then I got cast for your show for Dan, which is
in episode 16, you were your first appearance. Was Dan.
Yeah, and
it's funny.
So we kind of thought, you know what, we'll help each other for voicing, and then it kind of gradually evolved to, so you know, you can do the same style of machinima than I can do. Let's help each other out. So then we started doing body acting.
Yeah,
and that's when you had Xbox Live. You don't have that.
Yeah, I kind of went off. I haven't been on consoles really. I just do PC stuff now. I have a PS4 at the moment, but I haven't really played much of it over the last year. I just switched to PC. Xbox One, I was never a big fan of it, and I just kind of went off it. I preferred the 360. I didn't like the Xbox One Home, and I couldn't get on with it. And
it's gotten worse now, just to let you know.
Yeah, I know. Well, I use the Xbox Companion app on PC, and that's fucking tits. It's awful. It's just a load of trash. I just don't like it. It's really not good.
Yeah, it's bad. I don't enjoy it anymore because they keep on doing updates to the dashboard and stuff. And
the UI
changes a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just not used to it, but I got to go through it because Halo 5 is the game I'm using for machinima at the moment.
Yeah.
And the game itself, not only the Xbox is bad, but the freaking game is just terrible.
Yeah, Halo 5 is not a good game. I did enjoy it when it first came out, but over time I've kind of begun to say, yeah, you know what, actually, it's not that good of a game.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of Halo 5 though, we reckon that we have done the first ever Halo 5 machinima out of anyone.
Oh yes, Duck. It's called
Duck, with a question mark. Yeah,
we threw together. Did I even have a script? I can't remember. I think we just sort of.
We literally wrote it together on the day.
On the day, yeah, I couldn't remember. Yeah, I think we just threw together this quick thing. It was like this minute-long machinima or something like that.
Yeah,
and it was
I guarantee
dumbest
you, folks,
shit ever.
You won't find a Halo 5 machinima before that date.
Yeah, we did it on the beta, the first day of the beta, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just got into a multiplayer match, got behind something hidden, and just stood in front of each other and recorded for as long as we could video footage.
Yeah.
And then added the dialogue later. Someone came in and threw a grenade at us.
We actually had to cut it short anyway, because it couldn't go on for too long, or else a player would come by and kill us.
Which did actually happen, and then we kind of just used the footage back and forth until
we had to
happened.
implement that into the footage.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was just some cringe though, but I mean that's what we did a lot back then. It was just cringy.
Yeah, just shenanigans, awful shenanigans.
That's what made it great though. It's what made it fun.
Yeah. We didn't have to be super serious,
No, exactly. I mean that's what I say. This is what I've always said about machinima. It's just fun. It's something to do for a hobby with friends if you would like. It's not.
Yeah.
It's nothing that you have to force upon yourself, which is what you didn't want to let yourself do.
It shouldn't become a chore. It should be something that's a hobby that you enjoy. And it's good to have good production quality, especially over time. If you're doing it a lot, it's good to improve. But you don't want to go all out and just put everything in the screen, lens flares and explode. You don't want it to become a Michael Bay movie. You just got to have fun with it and enjoy yourself.
Yeah. There's been plenty of people that have been like that. But...
Oh yeah. I know several people.
Yeah. But just improve. I mean, both you and I'd like to think we've improved a lot. Even when you were in machinima community, we improved a lot throughout the years. I mean, Stephen Carlos season 2 was a show that
you compare that to season 1. My God.
Yeah, I mean, it was a show that you let me help a lot on anyway.
I did. You actually made the entire trailer for me. I couldn't get the footage for that.
Yeah, I did the body acting. Yeah, and
didn't have enough controllers.
Yeah, I mean, because what people probably don't know is that I have system links, so I have 2 Xboxes.
Yeah, he has 8 controllers, 2 Xboxes, 2 TVs. This man's insane!
Yeah, which I wish I could do with Halo 5, but nope!
No, you can't do it.
What a load of crap.
No, it's a shame.
Yeah, I can't wait, I mean, there's 5 episodes left of the season 5, I think. What episode are we on? We're on episode 12 right now.
I thought you were doing 16, is it 17 episodes?
17 episodes, yeah.
And what was the last one, 11? 12?
Yeah, I'm working on episode 12 now. So as soon as that's done.
So yeah, 6 more.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah. Well, 5
Really?
more after 12, and then.
Yes, yeah. 5 more after 12.
Yes. Sorry.
So I can't wait until that's over. I mean, the relief will be amazing.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of hard work. I think that's the problem as well with Halo 5. It's not necessarily it's because you don't enjoy working on it anymore, the series, but it's Halo 5. It's such a restrictive piece of shit.
It is. Yeah.
And you have to deal with having to have
If it was a different game,
actors.
if I didn't know Halo 5 was so shit, I would be still loving it as I was back when I was, in my early teens.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, it's just the game that's drained me so much over the how many years it's been out. Which has been a while now. I mean, it was out in 2015, was it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that many years doing season 4 and 5. Season 4 wasn't so bad because it didn't have so many characters.
Yeah,
I did a mistake, really, where in season 5 I added so many.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I mean, I thought I wouldn't include a lot of recruits, but goddamn, 16 recruits... Not only that, but the other characters as well.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I did too many. But you know what? I'm powering through, and a lot of them won't be lasting long. Spoiler alert now. But, yeah.
No, I'm proud of you, man. Like, the amount of motivation it must take to get through these episodes and have to deal with constant body acting sessions and not enough people showing up. I don't know how you do it, man. I would have given up. I mean, I have given up. But I would have given up if I were you ages ago, and somehow you still carry on. That just really shows your passion for the series. Like, you want to get this done. You're determined, and I bloody love that. It's amazing.
I don't know how I'm doing it really, because I mean, if you probably noticed, if you looked at a video of myself back in 2013 and compare it to now, my hairline has gone like 2,000 meters back, probably because of the stress it's put upon me.
To be fair, I'm also balding as well, and I'm only 27, so. It's just life.
It's terrible.
Man.
I mean, I could literally land not 1 but 2, maybe 3 helicopters on my freaking forehead. So, it's mad. I've been stressed to hell about this recent season, but as you say, I'm powering through, and hopefully I'll get it done soon.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, especially now that university's over.
Completely bald by the time you finish.
I mean, I was bald during lockdown, so that's probably the state I'll be in again when it's over.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we're gone to a segment now where I just kind of like rambling. So I don't know if you want to mention anything about the show itself, but
yeah, I guess so. Well, the show itself, I've loved the improvement over time. You can really see it. Like season 1, like obviously you go back and watch that now, and you probably cringe a lot, and it is quite old looking and could do with a remaster. It didn't age well, no. I could say the same with Stephen Carlos, like the first, I don't know, 10 episodes or so. It just didn't age that well, but yeah, but when you see season 2, there was a jump there. Not as big of a jump, but there was definitely a jump. And then season 3, huge jump. And then season 4, even bigger jump. And now you've just gotten so much better over time. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And
I guess there's some elements that I add every time just to try and make it just that much bit better,
Yeah, yeah. And season 5 at the moment's looking great. Some of the animation and stuff that's coming out as well at the moment, like that.
Oh god,
that
I
last
can't wait for
episode
people to see that. I'm going to have another segment later on in the live stream with my animator coming up. But,
yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk a bit more about that. So that's one of the elements that have improved a lot.
Yeah, I've seen some of his upcoming animation. I've got to say, pretty damn awesome. Like the best stuff I've seen that isn't RVB. So
yeah, I can't wait for people to see that.
Oh yeah,
but,
yeah, it's going to be good.
No, yeah. So also I want to just. People are watching this live at the moment, and I know this is a pre-recorded segment, but if anybody's watching and you do have questions about season 5 or Dino as a character, you can still put them in the live chat and I can answer them anyway. Yep. So if you have any questions that you want to get answered, just put them in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I just want to add one more thing to the end of this, and it's kind of like I would say it's like an alternate thing. Like, what would you like Dino to be? Like, what to do in the future if you had the choice?
So if I wrote the character, how would I want his story to go?
Yeah, exactly. I'm intrigued of what you would.
Well, right now, I don't know why, but I'm really liking the idea of him just slowly going more insane over time. I kind of just want by the end of season 5 for him to just be like, he's just lost every will to do everything in the world. He just like, I just don't care anymore.
He's become Mo from Simpsons.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah. And then if he has any, I mean, I know something. I won't say too many things, but if you know, for later seasons, possible seasons, if he comes back, I would like his character to start, I don't know, changing his life. You know, start going back to how he used to be. I just want this insane period to be kind of a, I don't know, just a point in his life where he's fed up, but then he'll start eventually fixing himself over time. It'll take a while. But kind of like Donut in season 17, how his voice changed and his character was always about innuendos. And then over time, and then by the end of the series, he's more serious and his voice has changed back to kind of like pre-Blood Gulch.
He's not as camp.
Yeah, he's not as camp, basically. Yeah, I don't know, it's just this development going on now, and I kind of want that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you're kind of a little spot on that, really. I mean, because people know that there may be a season 6 of the show coming.
The season. Remember that?
Yeah, which will probably hopefully it will take place on Halo Infinite if it doesn't become a shit game. Fingers crossed. But yeah, if that's the case, then the teaser trailer that did come out earlier on this year for season 6 did confirm that you would be in it.
Oh, it did. I couldn't remember as well.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Okay, so I can say that. Yeah, so he's
coming
back.
You can. But you are on the right path when you say he's trying to right his wrongs, but still a bit insane.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So it'll just take a while, gradually start mending himself. But obviously it's going to be a lot.
But that's what... but I mean, you seem to be one of the favourite characters in the show.
Yeah, which is surprising. I didn't even know that, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah.
Proves that
he's a nice character.
You're good at what you do.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes. Well, we're going to wrap up.
Oh, yeah, carry on. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to wrap up now because we've got to move on to the next segment. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if you have any final words you want to say before we
just anyone watching, thank you for all the support towards recruits and me as well, I suppose. You know, some of you have come from his channel to my GH Nathan, even though I don't do anything on it anymore. But just thank you for all the support. Thank you for supporting his series, and it's put a lot of hard work into it. I wish you knew just how much hard work this man puts into his content. It's phenomenal. I'm absolutely just honoured to be a part of it. So. Yeah, well, great stuff.
Thank you very much.
It's all right.
A tear came out of my eye.
Almost, yeah, not quite.
Yeah, almost. So yeah, there you go. I'm going to move on now to a live Q&A. So I'll see you over there. Thank you very much, Nathan, for joining me.
That's all right. Thank you for inviting me.
Right. So, welcome back to another pre-recorded part of the live stream. This time I'm with a long-awaited return to a actor/character, Bradley Smith, also known as Laggy. Hello, Laggy.
Hello.
Yes.
Long time no speak.
Indeed. I mean, it actually has been a long time since we last spoke. I mean, it must be... I mean, I think I said before we started recording, I mean, it was over a year since we last spoke, and today is like the first time we spoke. So.
Yeah, over a year.
That is mad.
It's insane to think about.
But we were just playing some Team Slayer, or some DMR Slayer here, just because, why not?
Oh, I suck at it.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's been years since we kind of, like, played properly on Reach. Well, you have for it's been years for you.
Oh yeah, a very long time.
But I thought, you know what, we'll play this because it's kind of like a nostalgic trip down memory lane of what we used to play. I mean, it seems like a age ago now, but
yeah, it's. I mean, I'm just grabbing all the power weapons because I don't know how to use the goddamn DMR for accuracy.
But no, because obviously, speaking of like how long ago we actually talked, for you to voice the character Laggy and Trickster itself, well, your last appearance of Laggy was in season 4, the finale, and you didn't return to the character after that, and that has been over 3 years ago, which is just crazy to think about.
Absolutely unreal.
Yeah, I mean, time flies, literally, when you think about that.
Oh yeah, and it's really like, oh god.
Oh my god, I got the shock. Ah!
Yeah, we all just died. It's just like, it really is saddening when like a character that you play, you know, you voice act or whatever, it does die, because it's like, oh, I don't get to do that voice anymore. I mean, sure, you could argue, oh well, you could like in the shower pretend to be the character or something, but that's weird.
Well, thanks for making me feel bad for killing you off, you asshole. God damn it.
I didn't mean it in that way.
No, yeah.
But yeah, it's like you do actually, you start to feel a connection with the character, and you know, it's sad when you lose it, but it's also good because you know, I don't like it when series don't kill off characters and don't have like meaningful deaths. But I feel like Laggy was definitely one of those.
Yeah, no, for real. He was basically a favourite amongst a lot of people as well, which I was surprised about when he died, because oh my god, boot player? Oh, bruh. What the hell? Anyway, but no, yeah, because surprisingly, when you passed on in the series and just died, everyone was like, fucking, like, really? Why'd you do that? And there's hundreds of them, like, moaning about it.
I mean, to be fair, why did you do that?
I did that so the story can move on. And move forward.
I mean, again, it's normally a good sign when you get like a bit of outrage when someone dies, right? Because it means they had a connection to the character, you know, and even I did.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm with all the fans as well on the exact same front. But that just kind of shows how well it was done. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, he slipped off a cliff and like some stupid death.
I basically just booted someone, by the way.
No, now we're not gonna win at all.
Well,
why?
We got 8 kills and they got 30, man. Fucking.
Look at his name. The guy.
Yeah, I know. It just proves my point. What an idiot. My hairy. I just read it.
I told you.
With the character itself being gone for so long, you've obviously come back. I said it again. You came back now and then for like Recruits miniseries, like some RMS stuff. So
yeah,
you came back for,
and that's always a nice refresher.
Yeah, so you came back for the RMS called the Recruits the Meetup, which was the original 4 orange recruits meeting up and how they met up on Daybreak. So you voiced for that one. You came back for that.
Yeah, that was fun.
Bam! I just meleeed someone, got killjoy. Yeah, so after the show, after you died, the show you don't really know much about now, of course, since you died. Because you don't obviously
Yeah, like I kept up with it a little bit after my death, because, you know, you always want to know, hang on, was I the glue that was holding it all together after your character dies?
Yeah.
But no, obviously, you know, it was a very important part of the story, and it went on just fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, then just kind of real life stuff started to set in.
That's another thing that people seem to
stuff,
forget, is that game over
just...
already. Fucking hell. Seem to forget that real life situation also takes over a lot of it.
It does, yeah.
And that's kind of what happened with both of us as well. I mean, I tried to power through, but that's why Recruits kind of went on a down slope and just went like slower.
And props to you for doing that and sticking with it.
Yeah, I'm surprised I'm still going with it, but yeah. I mean, Season 5 has taken nearly 3 years to complete anyway. I mean, it's just mad how long this season's gone on for. Because remember back in the day when we just did frickin' one season within like a couple months?
Episodes. Yeah.
I mean, for the old seasons, because you used to help a lot in Season 1 and 2. Back in the very old
and we used to talk about the story and what way we'd want to take it.
Yeah.
It was always very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, we used to, like, of course, you used to help body act as well. and we used to just like smash it
Mm.
out in a couple days, just like multiple episodes, and we would just get it
Yeah,
done.
it was insane.
Um,
And just the brainstorming was so much fun. Like,
yeah,
I remember the first time you brought up the idea of like this kind of it's like very typical, but then when we were talking about it, it was like of this kind of overarching bad guy, like right, and
yeah,
the because no, I can guarantee you most little projects and like YouTube series are lying creators if they're like, oh yeah, we had it all planned from the start. Definitely not.
no,
You have to kind of
yeah,
have these scenarios, then you're like, okay, how can we link these together? How can we build upon this and drive a goal
well, yeah.
for the series to take then?
I mean, it's mad to
And
think
when
about.
it was like, okay, we found that path, it was just follow it to the end.
Yeah, it's a different ball game back then because it's way different to how we used to do it back then than it is now. Because obviously different Halo games mean different machinima tactics and different how to it differs for how you make machinima. But
Right.
because we were so much younger when we worked on Recruits together, it was just it's just a different thing. We acted like we were just friends coming around each other's houses and pissing about to make the show.
Yeah, like just big passion project.
Yeah, and it was. I mean, of course, we were like, you were 12, I was 13 when we started, I think. And it was just fucking weird. It was different times. And then I just kind of thought, you know what, I'll just carry on making it like a fucking idiot I am.
You're like, yeah, this little thing we were having fun with, I'll just see how far I can take it.
Yeah, and got the older.
And it's worked.
Yeah, it's working so far. But no, because I mean, you are a founder of the show itself. Because when we started creating Recruits, you were a part of the whole creative process of that. Because we were in school when we started creating.
Yeah, damn.
Because people don't know this, but before Recruits, we had a YouTube channel before called The Last of Priority 1.
Oh, no, I can't have that embarrassment yet. But yeah, we did. God, I always sometimes will go back to that, and just hearing your own voice from school and like many years ago, it's like
Yeah.
it's just so embarrassing, man.
It's ridiculous.
It's like, god damn, that used to be me. Oh my god, first assassination.
Nice one. Nice
Heck
one.
yes.
Nice.
Wait, hang on.
One.
Wait, how do you teabag? Oh, that's Zoom.
Oh,
there
wow.
we go.
Wow. You can tell you haven't played in a while when
Delayed.
you forgot how to teabag in Halo.
I zoomed.
God damn it. Right. Oh, Needler, I'm dead. I am dead. Okay, I'm good. So far. Oh, I wish I had the jetpack.
Shotgun, my favorite weapon.
Oh, you got the shotgun? Hell
need
yeah, laggy shotgun.
For
So
a
yeah,
reason.
when we were in school, obviously we pissed about after school. We just made a couple episodes of season 1 and season 2, and we brought Connor along to fucking help, and it was all right. It was good fun. I mean, Taylor came in later on as well when he voiced Biff,
Yeah.
and it was just a bunch of fun, really. And we didn't really think a lot about the
It was.
story at all. The story was kind of
Yeah, it was just kind of
on the go.
Yeah, I was trying to think, like those classic cartoons where it's like every episode you could just see on its own and it would make sense. That's the kind of like way we were taking it, and then we decided, oh, we should actually take it somewhere.
Yeah.
But it was fun, just like, oh well, what should we do this time? Just
Yeah,
some
it was
random-
very open-minded. It's just to piss about.
Yeah.
Took that one out for you. But speaking of development as well of the show, your voice changed a lot, as well as Connor's, obviously. Fucking hell. But
Yeah. So, can we talk about obviously the trickster thing? I'm sure that's. Like,
oh yes, because you also voiced Trickster. If people didn't know.
Yeah, people didn't know, but I just had some really good old man voice I could do, right? And then suddenly, when the puberty just hit, and it was like I could still do it, and it was fine. And then one day it just went, and Toby's like, "Oh yeah, come voice Trickster again," and I was like, "Okay, yeah, got it." And I just did the voice, and it was just like
You could not do it properly.
it was like I was actually a dying old man.
Yeah.
Like, I know he sounded like that anyway, but like to another level of that's him on his deathbed. I was like, I can't be doing that.
Yeah, no, I mean, it
So-
didn't sound too good. So I decided to just take over for the couple trickster lines. I mean, I didn't sound too good matching your voice, but fuck it, I tried my hardest when it comes to that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean,
This is fine.
people didn't seem to care,
Sure,
so
no
that's fine.
Yeah, that's what, no one cares about trickster.
No.
It's like, oh my god, we cared about Laggy, and it's like, wait a minute, you voiced that dumbass old man?
Yeah, Trickster
Oh,
died
no,
in Season 2. Why the hell do we care about this guy now? But no, I mean, our history of Halo goes way back before Recruits. I mean, we, played the old Halo games now and then. I mean, when we were very young, even back in fucking nursery, we used to play Halo. So,
oh yeah,
it was kind of a non-stop thing with us, especially with your brother playing Halo even before then. So, it was just kind of thing we kind of just grew into, yeah. And I believe you were the reason I got into machinima, actually.
Oh?
Because you got me, showed me Red vs. Blue. You were the one that showed me.
Yeah, I got you into Red vs. Blue, yeah, that's true. I was like, so Halo's great and all, but there's these group of weirdos that just make it even funnier.
Yeah, and I was like, what the hell are you on about? So I watched fucking, I think it was like, I can't remember what season it was of Red vs. Blue, but it was one of the older ones in Halo 3. And I was like, god damn, this is quite funny. And then I was like, what is this? And then it's like, I just looked it up as like machinima stuff, and it's like, oh no, it kicked off from there. So it was your fault for starting all of this. How dare you?
It was worth the pain, I'd say, though.
Yeah, no, I mean...
Of pushing through it for the IRL stuff and everything else.
Ah!
You know, it's fate.
Yeah.
It's what it is. And then I die in the end anyway.
Yeah.
All that effort of getting it all started, and I die.
Your sacrifice did not go in vain. It's fine. Oh my god. We're losing again. We're not good. We're not good at this game.
We are a player down, okay? We have something to blame it on.
I didn't kick that guy this time. Alright.
You know what? I'm gonna go. Oh,
I think we'll play a different game mode after this one.
Yeah, let's definitely do that.
If there is... Oh, shotgun! I got killed, right. Game over. No, yeah, so basically...
Shotgun.
Yeah, the shotgun, it was a very, like, prioritized feature for your character, even after your death, because we kind of, like, focused on the shotgun being kind of like your mourning object, really, for other characters.
Yeah.
Which is a nice little link to just carry on your name in the show. And also, people probably kind of misjudged it or whatever in the show, maybe, or just didn't really catch up on it. But your brother, there's a brother in the show.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, called Lumen. And he is in the blue team of Season 5. And he is actually Laggy's brother in the show. But also, more interestingly, like, put together, the voice actor for the Lumen is your brother in real life. Which is...
Yes. I wonder how people do that.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. Because people have also said, why does Lumen sound so much like Laggy? Like, they sound exactly the same. And that's just simply because your brother's in real life. And you do actually sound really similar nowadays. A lot of the time.
I mean, back then I must have been like a bit, a bit higher pitch. So
yeah.
So, I wonder how I sound similar when.
We need to up our game with this griff bullshit.
We are. I scored one. All right. I'm doing my part for the team.
Oh, you did. Oh, you did. But no, yeah, your voice. It
came to me with that idea. It was like I was like, yeah, that sounds great. Because then it's like, you can't fake. You can't fake it because he is my brother in real life. So it's like, as they say, oh, he sounds similar. But then you'd want that in like a brother character sort of thing.
Yeah. No, it works well. So yeah, obviously he's kind of. I said obviously. Clearly he's. Clearly he's. I guess carrying on the reins of your character in a way, by being a blood relative, of course. And it's nice.
If I remember correctly, at the beginning he didn't even know of my death.
No, I believe he found out. I mean, I can't even remember at this point how he found out. But I think that Lumen had a deep discussion with Network, my character in the show, about Laggy anyway. And I guess if he already found out, I guess that's a thing that just didn't get explained. Oh, he nearly scored.
Oh my god, clutch. Oh. I saw that.
That was close.
Can you throw the ball? I can't remember. Can you like... Oh, okay.
No, I can't, I don't think.
What was that? I'm thinking of a different before.
Don't get distracted, you're gonna get killed, boy.
Watch and learn as I clear a path.
I'm going to score. Maybe not.
Well, I killed two.
Oh my god, I got killed by my own teammate. Never mind.
He's teabagging the ball.
He's an idiot.
1 minute remaining.
This is why we're gonna lose. People like him.
Revenge.
I mean, well, we're drawing.
Doubt that's gonna last long.
But
no.
Ooh, yeah.
Going back to character. So yeah, obviously he. Fuck's sake, I need to stop saying that. He carries on with the reins of the character as such, and really, you kind of got replaced in the orange team by a frickin' TJ, which is Wi-Fi, because he joins the orange team now, and as well as Socket, who was the bad guy in the show, he's also part of orange team now. So it's kind of different now when it was.
Interesting developments.
Yeah, it's changed a lot since. But what do you remember a scene in the show which you kind of have your favourite of Laggy at all, or do you not remember the show at all?
I wouldn't go as far as to me not remembering the show at all, but I think the bit I remember the most is, for one, just all my encounters where it would be Laggy and Glitch, because Glitch was basically just, I'm gonna annoy the hell out of you.
Yeah.
Even when you say like no, and that was just great. But there was a scene where it was on, I'm trying to remember what Halo game it was. It might have been 3 or Reach. I think it might have been Reach, where it's got the mongooses.
Oh.
And oh, go on.
Right, the mongooses are what? All the orange team was riding them.
Yeah, and it was an argument of like who wants to go on the back of the mongoose or something like that.
That might have been the first ever episode, dude. On Halo 4.
It probably might have been, yeah. I don't know why that sticks so much, but I mean, it was the kind of staple of here are the character tropes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean it was the first episode where the whole of Orange Team were about to leave Daybreak Barrack, and they all went on the mongooses together, and they were traveling to the War Games competition.
I mean, to be fair, as interesting and as much as I love playing Laggy, towards as the story developed, I was a lot more interested in Network as a character.
Oh,
just
really?
As he became more of like a leader.
Yeah.
It reminded me of I drew similarities to like Church from Red vs. Blue.
Yeah.
No one would have suspected that he would get that kind of leadership role, and then he has to learn to not be an idiot, even though he was probably the least idiot-ish of everyone.
Yeah, no,
but
it's also PTSD now with the Network and the character.
That's what I mean. It's he's went through like the most hardships, I'd say.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's because he just doesn't want to be there.
Dying is quite a hardship.
Yeah, I mean, of course, but he just didn't want to be around anymore because obviously whatever I'm just gonna keep saying obviously, he's just gonna be a part of something that he doesn't want to be a part of, and he can't get away with it. So he just has to carry on, and that makes his
man up.
and that makes his mind go a little bit insane, just PTSD vibes.
The flashbacks, they just start constantly in his head whenever he sees a shotgun.
Oh my god. I remember a scene of just Laggy just lying on the floor, and it's like a dream. It's like, why did you kill me? I was like,
yeah, I remember that.
My favourite scene of your character will forever be you in the strip club sitting in the middle of two naked ladies.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember when I was going to do the voice acting for that, and because you like kind of kept it a secret of
Yeah.
like what I'd be voicing, and then you're like, okay, yeah, so you'll be you'll be voicing in a strip club with this. And I was like, for one, I was like, damn, like amazing, like animation, and all that.
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay, need to put myself in this scenario.
Yeah, it was kind of a thing that no one really expected to see
so
because,
funny.
for one, Nathan, who was the one that animated those girls, was really out there. Like, I didn't expect him to model girls in of basically little to no freaking like clothing on. And I was like,
naked.
yeah, basically nude.
Like,
and I was like, how is this going to be on
bikini
YouTube?
Amount.
Yeah. I was like, how is this going to be allowed on YouTube? And then it just never got removed. So I was like, I guess it's alright. But like, it's implied, I suppose. But like, Jesus Christ, they have hardly anything on. Mental. But
I mean, that was YouTube back in the day.
Yeah.
They weren't as strict as they are now.
They don't seem to be doing anything about it anyway at the moment. So I guess we're all safe. But
Yeah.
it was just funny seeing just to see like for once some people without armor.
Yeah, definitely.
And also the actress that voiced the strippers, I didn't think she knew what the scene entailed.
What?
Because I said you're gonna voice some stripper girls from in a strip club, and it's the same actress that voices Shannon in the show.
Oh yeah.
Who's Angel on My Shoulder. That's her name anyway, her online name. And
handle, yeah.
I got in contact and was like, do you want to voice some stripper girls? And she was like, sure. And then I don't think she knew it was literally a bunch of stripper girls on a sofa. Oh, but
you might have thought like, oh, you're like voicing like a stripper that then becomes a marine, or like But no, you're just a stripper.
Yeah, you're just literally a stripper. That was funny. I mean, that was the first episode which introduces back your character and Connor's, which is Phil. We could say that this show has gone well in respect
It's
to how
definitely
long
went
it's gone.
way above. Obviously, both of us thought it would. Like, never thought it would gain any more than 2 viewers.
Yeah, I mean, even though we're not getting the remote viewers we thought, I mean, that we should be getting now, as in, we've done this for 7 years, and we're getting only like 100 to 200 views per episode at the moment.
That's still insane to think about.
Well,
just that number of people.
Well, it's not really, because most of those viewers are probably myself and cast members and crew members. If you count as those,
You're rewatching it that many times?
Well, you know what I mean. Like, if it's people that are actual fans, I doubt they're a very small portion compared to the cast and crew watching it. The people that have not been involved in the making of the episode, I bet you it's a very little number. But yeah, it's just mad
Still
to me
more
that
than the amount of people I know I'd call like good friends. Probably more than that.
Yeah, I mean,
it just needs to be above 10. So
yeah, I mean, to be fair, people do question how I got this many subscribers with this amount of viewage. But I'm like, I don't know. People think I got fake subscribers because the amount I got compared to how many views I get. And
yeah, you wouldn't even know how to do that.
I don't know how. I don't have a Scooby how to get bloody fake subscribers. Like, I don't know how to even go about doing that. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know how if the subscribers are legit. I don't know how I got that many people to be interested in subscribing to the channel. I'm guessing it all started from Spartan Prison because that was a...
I was gonna say that. Oh my god.
I mean, I don't know how that became a popular show to begin with, but that got loads of views for no apparent reason.
And that was what we didn't decide to continue.
Yeah, and it was shit. It was just awful.
We made it up, like, per recording of what the story was gonna be and stuff. It was insane.
Yeah. I just don't understand how it got viewage. But then again, it did, and
because of my epic speech.
Oh yeah, I remember that speech. Holy shit, that That was an awful narrative we did for that show. My God, there wasn't even a script for that show.
No, you just said, "All right, talk for 10 minutes," or whatever, and I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of development from there. I mean, from where we are now doing Machinima to where we were when we made Machinima together, we recorded a TV with a camera. We recorded the screen with an actual camera. That is how bad
Yeah.
it was.
How old it's been.
Last of Priority 1, the series before Recruits, we literally just used my iPad to do everything. We recorded our voices on the iPad. We recorded the screen of the iPad. We used the app iMovie to edit the fucking episodes. And
Revealed.
that's just how much it's changed since then. And obviously, now that you've passed on with your character, it's a shame because now we can't create what we used to create. But I mean, one day you may come back and do something, whatever that may be. I don't know what, but
more potential flashbacks.
Well, for laggy, yeah.
People hate flashbacks, so the trouble is.
Yeah, I mean, even
I know people hate flashbacks.
Regards to Machinima itself, I mean, one day you can probably come back for something other than laggy, but you never know.
Come back as a deeper voiced character.
I mean, you never know. Laggy may come back for something. I don't know what, but he may come back. We just have to find out. But no, thank you for joining for this segment of the live stream.
No problem.
It's been a while
pleasure.
since we actually talked, and it's probably alienating for a lot of people to hear you again. But
My voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, right, moving on to a live Q&A section. So, see you later, Brad.
Bye.
So, hello! We're now with my next guest called Christopher Marasco, also known as Christian in the show. So, hey Orca. Also known as Killer Orca, yeah. But if you keep on hearing me say Orca, it's because I just go by the name of Orca, don't I? That's the way.
That's how we've always done it.
Yeah.
When you're playing a video game, you call someone by their gamer tag, just for simplicity's sake.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think I've ever called you by your actual name, ever.
Yeah, that's just how internet stuff works. You know, you don't call someone by their actual name because you might tell someone who doesn't need to know that name.
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
anonymity.
Yeah. So obviously, since you're Christian in the show, and nicely done by customizing the little character at the moment as Christian, very nice.
What can I say? It's a good mix.
Yeah. Oh look, there's George there from the Noble Team. Well. But anyway, right, so yes, I just wanted to talk about the character itself, really, and because obviously you are one of the only characters in Recruits which kind of started from the beginning, well, near the beginning anyway. You've been throughout most of the show.
Season 2, right?
Your first appearance was actually at the end of Season 1, after credits.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I was voicing him yet or not. I remember that my first voice line for him was in Season 2.
Yeah, you actually did it. Yeah, you did voice him in the after credits of Season 1. I remember.
Okay, I've completely forgotten.
Yeah, it's a scene that's probably forgotten by many since it's in the first season.
Yeah.
But no, it was the kind of the scene where Shannon comes back to the yellow hideout and you're just there at the entrance.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, it is the same scene that I'm thinking of then. Wait, that was after credits? Dang.
Yeah, it was after credits. Yeah. But no, so you started all the way back then, and I think really it's because we already knew each other through Nightmare Films at that point.
Nightmare, yeah.
Yeah.
You were helping him on Running Dead. I was helping him on Running Dead.
Yeah, I believe it was Rookies as well at the time.
Yeah, no, you were working on Rookies, and I helped body act for Rookies in a couple of scenes. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And then you were like, hey, you want to help out because I need viable people, and I was like, sure, why not?
Yeah, and then the rest is history really. I've just been doing it every year. But because obviously that you've been throughout most of the show, as I said, you obviously had a lot of development with your character, and I mean a lot because you kind of been the only character really who's had his own arc as well.
Yeah.
We'll get back to that a little bit later, but I just want to start off by how you started. So obviously I started the character off anyway by
Yeah.
having this premise of being a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
And that's why when you were actually grey, you were all grey.
Yeah. Nice assassination, by the way.
Thank you. But yeah, so you started off being a bounty hunter, just the generic type, just working for money, really.
Yeah. Very, very freelancer, very machinima standard, I guess you could say.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously, when I started kind of like opening up a little bit to other people's opinions on the story and getting their kind of view on it, that's when you started to hitch in with your own kind of lore behind Christian, which is good because you already had lore. Am I right with your kind of your Spartan?
Yeah, Pacifica and a character named Christian has basically been my sort of roving backstory for the various multiplayer Spartans that I have played since I started playing.
Is it called an OC
Halo.
or something?
Yeah, it's an OC, an original character. Yeah,
right.
It's fairly common among larger fandoms. If you go on Tumblr or Facebook or any large social media site and you look for basically any even moderately famous or popular series, you're going to find people making original characters.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of a thing. I like to the Halo stuff gets really deep as well because there's an entire Wikipedia called Halo Fanon where people write stuff that's literally as good as, if not better, some of the stuff that 343 and Bungie wrote. Like,
oh, really?
Hour-long reading stuff. It's ridiculous.
Well,
but yeah, like most fans tend to make original characters, or those that like doing it do, and that's where Christian came from.
Yeah, no, because I was gonna mention that Christian, most of his story and lore and like behind the background really of the character has come from your kind of OC background as well. So most of it I've just like let in and a part of the recruit story somewhat. So that's kind of where it hitched on. But as I say, that kind of helped a lot for your development as a character in the show itself.
I'd say so.
Yeah, because obviously it would have just been, quite linear, I think, with just being a bounty hunter and that. And it was nice to just get that form of, I should say, history with family as well involved. I mean, there were some elements, mentioning family, that's one of many elements we added that wasn't obviously from the background of your OC history. We added a lot.
Originally Christian's family was dead.
Yeah. We added a lot to adapt to the recruits show. And it kind of worked.
I'm grabbing a warthog if you want one.
Oh shit, oh yeah, alright.
Get on the gun.
Wherever the hell you spawned.
I spawned at the bottom of the map. By the armory. I'm coming your way now.
Okay, I'm in the middle bit, which is bad because that's where all the enemies spawned.
Yeah, just run out and I'll meet you at the base of Pride Rock.
Alright. Where the frick Pride Rock is.
Just jump right off the edge.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, I see you.
Yep.
Alright, okay.
Only warthog.
Nice.
Get to work, brother.
Okay, so yeah, speaking of which, where we come from. Oh yeah, so basically the background of your character and all that. A lot of it obviously was implemented with us two, just adding things to fit with the story of recruits, and it kind of helped a lot with just the idea of where you kind of like came from the start of recruits, because I created you as some linear background bounty hunter.
Yeah, just a bounty hunter.
And you had to link the two together, to what you wanted it to be. So yeah, we kind of added like you had parents, you had a whole planet, obviously Pacifica, you had
the honor system.
Yeah, and also the colours as well.
I'm not gonna lie, the honor system thing, now that I look back on it, is a little bit cringy, but I still think it worked out pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it links with different cultures, I think, as well, because there's different planets and different cultures, so... But,
I pretty much just stole it from the Mandalorians, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, no one probably knew that, so it's fine. But, yeah, so I think it obviously, as well, speaking of... The arc, I should say, the 3-episode arc that you actually wrote yourself.
Yeah, the Pacifica trilogy.
Yeah, you wrote that all by yourself. I just let you have the reins to that, and you kind of did well with that. You just went with it and made a whole story arc to yourself and your character, and you implemented Dino into that as well.
Yeah,
And I got to say, that's a really good arc. It's one of my couple favourite episodes there, season 4.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the best part of it was that scene where Dino and Christian are stuck in the jail cell, and just we hear space whales in the background.
Oh, yeah.
And Dino asks if someone has a harmonica because he's bored.
Yeah, yeah. I remember adding that in just for like a little Easter egg thing, because obviously your whole thing is killer whales, so...
Yeah, I like my whales.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna pause and grab Real Man real quick.
Alright, no worries. Whilst you're doing that, so I'm going to obviously we spoke about Pacifica and all that, and the actual culture of your world. And the reasoning, we kind of made an adaptation quite well, where obviously I coloured you as all grey. That was just me picking a colour for your character at the start, but we kind of implemented that now as a disposition colours, right? So like you kind of...
Yeah, basically everyone has family colors on Pacifica, with the highest being yellow and green, because I am a simp for my favorite color scheme, and
Yeah.
no one wears yellow anywhere, so everyone on Pacifica gets to wear yellow.
Yeah.
And so basically, if you mess up, or if you do something that makes you lose your honor in such a disdainful way that the entire planet basically thinks you really screwed up, you don't get to wear yellow anymore, and you have to do, like, stuff to get it back, depending on what the situation is.
Yeah, yeah. So I thought that was quite a nice link to just me doing the bog standard grey to actually having a meaning behind it. So that was good.
Yeah, it worked really good. I like it.
Yeah.
And, of course, it gave an excuse to give Christian a unique weapon, which is always nice
Oh,
to
the
do.
Blaze of Glory, yeah. Because you were just the sniper of the Bounty Hunter team originally.
Yeah,
And yeah.
And then that also tied in pretty well too, because your whole thing was, or the thing we had to be that Pacifica likes close combat and like honorable combat, and for them, sitting in the back with a sniper rifle is considered non-kosher, like something you don't want to do. So Christian being a bounty hunter and being forced to be a sniper is I think a good twist, if you will.
Yeah,
and
it
of course
also
now
shows development, doesn't it? So
yeah.
that's cool. But speaking of like the character itself and basically where the development's going, obviously the future of Christian is still up in the air. There's still plenty more to go with his character, so obviously he's not got a conclusion yet as such. But we
got the Mars run with Richter coming up.
we got the Mars story coming up, and people have seen the start of that already. It's already out on YouTube. I think it's like episode... Oh god, what? Episode 10, I think?
Yeah, I think so.
Episode 10 of Season 5, yeah. So yeah, if you haven't seen that yet, check it out.
Yeah, go on.
I was going to say, yeah,
Massive
just check it
props.
out. But yeah.
Yeah, massive props to my friend Richter
Yes.
for voicing Richter, because I have been friends with Richter for absolutely ages, like at least the Halo Reach era. And we've always wanted to work stuff together. Like, I first met him through an original character group on DeviantArt, of all things.
Really?
And he had Richter for about as long as I've had Christian. So now to finally see Richter on screen, and once again, you letting me do my thing, Hobo, and putting all the background stuff for Richter is just
because people don't know, Richter is another OC from the voice actor that voices Richter. So
yeah. I'm proud to say that we are quite possibly the first machinima ever to implement Operation Torpedo from the Halo book Ghosts of Onyx in any sort of actual form.
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea what it was when you mentioned it, so I just kind of had to look it up, and I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I could try and implement that, but I mean, it was only a couple of seconds.
You did good.
Yeah. But,
wow, how are we on round 4 already? We're
time
already on round
flies
5.
when we're not concentrating on the game.
yeah. This is when I grabbed a Warthog.
Yeah. But no, moving on then to kind of, I wanted you to be here as well, not only for the talking about Christian itself, but also the lore behind it, the Recruits series, because you had a big hand within that as well. You're probably the first person I go to when I want something answered within lore, because you are probably the best, like, to my knowledge, the person I know with the best knowledge of lore.
Second.
Oh shit, you just missed that splat.
I was trying to run him over. It didn't work. It's alright. Just let the gun cool and I'll beep. Oh, wait, this one's here. Let me see if I can got it.
But yeah, so lore base, I always go for you when I want something answered because of that. you know a lot of stuff with Halo lore.
I try.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you as the go-to bloke, really. But speaking of lore as well, so Christian, obviously we talked about Pacifica and that, and we've added more planets itself to the series. And I just want to mention also Prime, which is a planet.
Oh yeah.
In the Pacifica arc.
Yeah, the one they go to get Christian's parents back.
Yeah.
So that one is another original planet from another friend of mine, Anya, who voices Olivia in the actual show.
Yeah.
And so basically, all of my friends in Halo, more or less, aside from you, Hobo, I kind of met through original character stuff. So Anya thought up Prime as the homeworld for her original character, and then because I like to give my friends nice things, Hobo offered me a chance to write the whole arc, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put Anya in there to make her feel good. Hang on a second, Hobo, I'm gonna swap targets because there's a mantis in front of us here. You should be able to keyhole this guy. Oh, and now there's a ring. Okay, well you should be able to keyhole the hunter from here.
But no, yeah, I mean, Anya helped recruits before we even decided her to be a part of the cast and a part of the story.
Yeah, she was our forger for ages.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she forged a lot of maps and she helped body act a lot of the time as well.
Yep.
So she was really helpful in that side of things. But then we obviously decided, like, hey, we need a planet, we need some form of extra, like, universe to the story. So Anya was like, well, you know, I've got my OC, got my, just kind of like
she was,
side of it.
I remember her being very reluctant about it, and she's like, no, it's not good enough, you know, it's not that great.
Yeah.
And I was just like, no, it's going to happen. We're going to make it awesome.
You can't say anything's not great when it's in recruits. Like, seeing the state of the start of the first season, you can put anything in there and it'll be good. So
yeah, that's the great thing about machinima as a whole, really, is that you don't have to make things like quote unquote perfect or you know what I mean. Okay, let's just go kill this guy manually.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're not working well with this warthog.
Yeah, he's just about done. Just spray him.
Oh, he's already
down.
dead. God damn it.
Yep, we got him.
Right, cool.
It's all good. Let me just end it. Oh,
that's the end of the
never mind.
There you go.
I would like to note that working with you is a refreshing change of pace from a lot of, I guess you'd say, more open machinima, because a lot of the ones that I've worked with in the past, almost inevitably there's some reference to Red versus Blue.
Oh, always.
And yeah, I mean, everything from just, oh, they're red and blue because that's the way it is, to quite literally saying, we're going to have the entire cast of Red versus Blue show up for an episode and it's going to be in the same universe.
Yeah.
And me being the, I guess you could say, jaded person, glance over at Rooster Teeth and the incidences that have happened with them in fan work, and I just, no, it's not going to happen, dude.
No, yeah, I mean, I get that. I get it a lot, to be fair, because I know a lot of machinima, well, quote-unquote directors at the moment that are doing a lot of red versus blue themed machinimas.
It just kind of happens when you've been in the game for as long as we have.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I do have some references from the show itself in recruits, but that's back,
I think a lot of people do.
Yeah.
References are fine. It's when you wholesale say you're going to have the actual canon characters in there.
Well, that as well as overdoing it in references. You don't want to overdo anything when it comes to red versus blue, because people will catch it and it just ruins the whole your machinima. It just ruins it. So.
But something more subtle, like in Halo 3, the tires on the Warthog say Puma.
Yeah.
Something like that. That works out fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's great to work with you, and it also feels nice that you're doing your own thing. And again, that's something that I feel like a lot of machinima seem to miss. Like all the really good ones have their own unique twist to them. Like Chronicler and his Brotherhood War stuff is very unique. Some of the original Nightmare Film stuff was pretty good.
Yeah.
Digital Fear and all of his like Hard Justice and Deus Ex. A lot of those older ones, those really had some good flavor to them.
Yeah, because speaking of, like going back to obviously the lore side of recruits as well. Speaking of Nightmare Films, nobody really knows the fact that Rookies is a part of the same universe as Recruits, confirmed by both me and Nightmare Films. back
And
in
you
the
guys
day.
worked that out because
Yeah.
Captain Jones shows up in the first episode that we really get to meet Scream.
Yeah. It's basically, I think Captain Jones of the Rookies and a couple other Rookies characters showed up twice within the show, I think, at the moment.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, he actually had Nightmare voice one of them.
Yeah, and it was his actual character he voiced in the Rookies show. I think it came up in season 1 and season 4 was his appearances. But I will tell you now, he will come back because we've already planned another scene for him to return in.
It's cool to see. It's cool to see Nightmare still doing stuff with other people because I feel like he's gotten kind of quiet.
Exactly. When
But
when you get so like, I don't want to say big because you can still get bigger,
No.
but when
Dude, he got officially featured on 343's community update page. I think we can consider him a big machinima director.
Okay, yeah, big well, if you want to count it as, I was going to just say YouTuber, but big machinima director, that's definitely a big channel. But as when you get to that size, obviously you will end up just being very, I would say,
Burned
like
out?
introverted, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
In the
No,
sense
I
that
follow you.
you don't want people to always try and be like, oh my god, can I do this with you? Can I do that with you? Because I can guarantee you that must be bloody annoying.
Oh, yeah, that would burn you out real quick.
Yeah. So I understand that if he did go quiet, it's because of that. I would understand that. I'm just happy, as you say, that he is actually still up to do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But,
there's not as many directors as there used to be, that's for sure. And I'm sure some of that has to do with the various issues that 5 has caused for us, as anyone who's filmed in Halo 5 will tell you.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god, Halo 5 is another ball game. It is just awful. But for machinima.
I think Infinite will do better, but
Fingers crossed.
So,
yeah,
lore.
But I just want to go back to talk quickly about the Mars arc, obviously, because that's the arc Richter is going to be involved in.
Yep.
Which you've probably already seen. Well, a lot of you probably already seen. And that's Christian's next big kind of like story with Richter.
The final bounty, if you will.
Yeah, the final bounty. It is, for both Christian and Dino, but Dino has a whole entire new view on a new bounty, which I will not spoil because that's quite of a big plot. But
considering the rage from last episode, I don't think he's happy.
No, he's definitely not happy. No. But taking orders from you as well is making him a bit on edge.
Grumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he is a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
No, yeah, it's his premise of the character. I mean, I had Nathan as a guest earlier on in the live stream, but he did basically. I did tell him that he's going to have a kind of a development himself with the character to make him just a bit more, I say, like crazy-esque. Like he's fed up with his life. Like he's done what he wanted to do.
He's done with this shit.
Yeah, he's done his like bounty life. He doesn't want to go back on it. And he's done with protecting the recruits because that wasn't. He kind of got forced into that anyway. It was not like he just didn't want to carry on with everything. So now that he's getting forced into
Christian's thing, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's getting forced upon to do these things, and it's kind of the same as the recruits kind of like network. He's getting forced in to do war games as well as that. So there's a lot of characters now that just want to end what they've been doing for so long. And
like, can I just go home now,
yeah,
please?
Exactly. Can I just end this and like live a normal life type of thing? But
very, very PTSD stuff.
Yeah, the network's definitely that's his premise of this character in season 5. He's just got massive PTSD,
which is a nice change of pace from some of the stoic, oh, I can handle this kind of thing that some characters get. Because I feel like a lot of people forget that these guys aren't Spartans. They're not. I'm not even sure if where they stand on it, but you definitely said they're not Spartans.
No, they're not Spartans. No, they may be wearing Spartan armor, but that does not make them Spartans.
Yeah,
they're kind of middle ground. They're kind of like yes, they've been like obviously augmented enough to be within Spartan armor, but they're not considered. Yeah, exactly. But they've not considered to be trained in the sense of professional soldiers.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a mix.
They're not. They're definitely not Spartan 4s who have like years of previous experience. They're not the Spartan 3s or the 2s who were kidnapped.
Mm,
Well, the 2s were kidnapped and the 3s were volunteers, but they were still
yeah,
taken at like age 6.
yeah. Because honestly, there was a show. I don't think I've ever mentioned this to you before, but there was a kind of a spin-off show that I was planning about 3 years ago now, called Recruits Installation, and that
The name sounds familiar. I think you may have mentioned it to me once, but
yeah,
that's it.
it was a show that was going to take place in Halo Reach, and it was going to be about the original recruits from season 1, like the original Orange Team. And it was going to be like how they came to be where they are, how they soldiers.
Origin, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like a prequel.
Yeah, exactly. Like we did a kind of a little mini prequel in season 5 called Recruits Meetup, which is kind of like a recruits
yeah.
mini series I did, where it was just showing how the recruits, where the recruits were before the first episode of season 1. But
Right.
I wanted to go deeper than that and just a little bit further in the past to show how they became soldiers.
Yeah.
And
How they ended up at Daybreak.
exactly. I mean, that was also kind of answered in the meetup mini
Right.
episode. They got all. It showed them how they got stationed on Daybreak. But what I want to show is where they were stationed at before that. Like, what
Right.
did they do, and how do they become where they were? Soldiers.
How did the UNSC decide? Yeah, these guys will work real good.
Yeah. And
for,
I wanted to implement how
recruits.
Master Cyber took them for his company to experiment
Right.
on and get paid and all that. And there's a gap in the story which I want to go into, but I just never had the time nor like effort,
The energy.
the motivation to do it.
No, I understand. Yeah.
Obviously, of course, season 5 was the most like painful season to go through, so it is bloody awful.
Yeah. Oh boy. That's only from the body acting
Oh
perspective.
god, yeah. Season 5, I've never. If I had to start season 5 now and I wouldn't have known what to expect, like I could have never have thought it would have taken nearly 3 years to complete. It has taken so long, but
This is the unfortunate truth of, I guess you could say, very impressive machinima, and not adaptive. What the hell is the word I'm looking for?
no, I know what you mean.
But
Though.
like you had grand plans and they didn't quite work out through simple fact of how things are, and that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's good. I understand that. Yeah, it's just that I never thought it would last this long, and now that because of the body acting, obviously,
Yeah.
like you mentioned before, it takes so damn long. Like it's a drag, and now it becomes more of not a fun hobby, but more of a task and a chore. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Oh, and I'm dead.
hopefully it'll kind of just like I got disintegrated.
Yep. These guys are annoying. I
Yeah.
don't like these bosses.
But hopefully, as I say, Halo Infinite would change that in a sense. It'll be easier because Halo 4 was the most it's the easiest game to make machinima on. It was just so nice to make.
Yeah, it worked real good.
Yeah, it was just so easy. Everything about it had so many like little features that have never been
Brought
it featured
back,
again.
yeah.
Yeah, brought back in another game. So it was just really handy. I don't know why I brought down the Banshee. Oh, actually, I'll use it. But,
Banshee's pretty good for this. Just yeah, hit that guy. Just stay out of his line of fire because he will delete
Yeah.
you from existence if you're not careful.
oh god.
Yeah. See what I mean?
Yeah.
I tell you, these guys are evil. I don't like them.
But oh, we're about to get him.
He's almost dead.
Boom.
Got him. Nice kill.
But no, yeah.
Alright.
So the lore-based thing is quite nice just to have that freedom of different worlds, different things coming from you,
Yeah.
Anya, Richter, all those. It's just coming together into the series of recruits, and there probably will be more implemented from other people because I've been
Yeah.
more and more open to having people's characters be involved, and
Suggestions and
yeah.
ideas.
it just extends the story of recruits as well, so it's nice.
Yeah.
But no, well, thank you for joining me for this. Well, I'm going to say Orca. It's Christopher. There we go. First time I ever call you Christian. There we go. Because Christian is also your real name as the character in Recruits. So.
Yeah, because I was unoriginal and I said, "Oh, what does my name sound like if I wasn't me? Christian. Okay, that works."
Yeah, well, it
And
works, doesn't it?
I've been Christian in almost every machinima that I have taken a part in that I get a chance to actually name my character. So that was Running Dead. That was that one BT Machinima that he did, the original zombie one. Recruits, and that's really all the important ones, I think.
Yeah.
So I've been a Christian for a while.
Yeah, no, it's been good.
You've definitely given me the biggest chance to expand him, and I greatly appreciate that fact.
Well, thank you very much for that. No, you've been a great asset to the series. It's been great. But also, you are not ending anytime soon anyway. You're still going.
No.
Still got a lot to go.
As long as you're still making the show, I'll be willing to help.
Yeah, well, that's all good, because it's going to go on for a bit longer anyway, especially with Season 5. Good God.
I was going to say, we're like, barely even halfway through, right?
No, we've passed the halfway point, I think, I hope. Yeah, we've got 17 episodes to do as a whole.
Okay.
And we've got...
Right.
Not to do, sorry,
10,
as in 17 as a whole as a season. And we've got to episode 12 at the moment, so...
Okay, yeah.
We're not too far off. So, people expect more of Christian, and he will have a lot more to come. So, thank you for joining me, Orca.
Axios, brother. Axios.
Well, this is the end of the stream. If you've made it this far, well done. If you just joined and you see this, sorry, it has now ended. Go back and watch the whole thing. It's been a long stream, but I hope you enjoyed what you saw today. I hope you got some news or information or anything that you wanted to get out of some of the characters, some of the cast and crew of Recruits, and Machinima in general. It was just been a nice ride for me to go back into memory lane, to just look back of what I've done. I can say achieved, I guess, throughout the show of Recruits. I mean, 7 years is a long time, and a lot has happened in that 7 years. I've made a lot of friendships. There's too many friends I've made throughout the years to name in this stream, but I just want to thank all of you for the support you've given me towards the show and towards my channel, as well as all the fans out there that like Recruits, the little amount of that you are. Thank you very much throughout the whole entire series for your constant support, and even if you came in the later seasons, it's all help to me, so thank you very much. And let's hope we can carry on for God knows how many more years on this channel. Recruits itself, we are planning to do a 6th season in Halo Infinite, so fingers crossed that game comes out well for Machinima purposes. But yeah, other than that, hopefully we'll have another few years on the channel, and thanks for coming along to this live stream. And this has been Toby, signing out. That was the cringiest outro I've ever done. God damn.
I shall see you again when the time is right. Sure, you have something that will make you strong. Are you ready? The time to have my fortune. We shall begin, Master Cyber.
We've done all we can for today. Call the men. We're moving out.
Well, Sanctuary at Pacifica it is then.
Less so can be said with Network. BC's screen, it'll no doubt cause issues.
Do you have any idea how much worse this is going to get now, Rington?
Yeah, I do.
Network, you will let us go.
Oh, shit.
You know Network will stop work!